my heart can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, which is today. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Sub to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, again, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up, where of course we continue the music talk. We got a sports section, a food section, and of course we talk sneaker talks around the clock, right? Okay, but today is Music Monday, and of course I'm trying something different with the lives that I'm trying to incorporate, if you guys haven't tell. So if you don't want to necessarily watch the live and you just kind of want to listen in, I am live also in the sold out Discord. I did an audio test, so everything was coming back positive on my end too. So you can hop in the Sold Out Discord and listen to either or. So one thing is, if you hop on the live, there'll be a slight delay, but if you're actually on listening in from the Discord, you should be like listening live. And then towards the end of the live, I'll try to incorporate you guys and share my screen and put that all in there. But I feel like I might as well start them at the exact same time. That way I make sure everything is kind of going smoothly and everything like that. I try to do a few tests here and there, but you know, nothing's perfect when you're actually live. Because one thing about live, if you guys haven't figured out, when you're live in action in the flesh, if stuff goes wrong or malfunctions and doesn't work the way that you are according to, you still have to be able to hold it together and go with the flow, man. So pretty much, if you guys haven't tell, I've had a couple malfunctions, but I have been able to get it together. But anyway, man, we're going to keep the party rolling here. Just me right tonight, rolling solo dolo, but you know what it is. Tonight's topic, let's go and dive right in because I only plan on being on this joint for an hour. And again, you guys let me know in the Discord. You also have a chat option in the Discord as you guys come in and out of there as well. If you guys want to just chat in there, that's kind of cool as well too. So I'm trying to make sure this year I want to utilize all of my functions as much as possible. As you can see, I've been trying to just slowly make little slight changes here and there because reality is I don't want to get stagnant where it's like this is what you guys get used to, but then it gets boring. So I always want to try to incorporate something new slowly but surely. But at the same time as we do that, you know, you got to work the kinks out. But anyway, tonight's topic, man, let's go ahead and dive right in. APRocky shooting trial starts. So I would definitely want to cover that tonight. And I'm probably going to probably when I hit that 30-minute mark, because I feel like it's going to take me quite a bit of time to go through the APRocky stuff because it just kind of started. So I want to get all the updates on that for as well. And also I want to say an RIP to DJ Unk. He dies. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with him, I'm going to go down the rabbit hole just a little bit on that one. And apparently a Drake affiliate, Top5, is arrested. Now, I personally know that he had done a music video behind bars. So I want to make sure that I cover that tonight as well. Just three major topics here. Nothing, you know, I just want to keep it short and simple because reality is these lives, when you start to dive in, they can go by rather quickly, even though hours sometimes seems like a very, very long time to me. But you know what I'm saying? It just, you know, when you're having fun, time flies. And that's just how I kind of look at it, right? Okay, so y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out. And I think I'm going to start with the DJ Unk situation real quick. And I'm going to share my screen just to get the party started. Again, you guys smash the like button as y'all come in and out. Hopefully you guys are liking the new visuals. I see that we got Mr. Long Beach Joe Jets in the building already. So salutes to Long Beach Joe Jets. Let me just touch the chat real quick before we get the party started. Says salutes and respect to Polo in the chat. What up, Long Beach? What up, what up, what up? Says, let's go. Okay, appreciate that. It's always having some good motivation. And of course, if you guys are active in the chat, that also helps too. Because keep in mind, when you're up here by yourself, it can feel like you're almost talking to like literally yourself. So as you guys interact in the chat with me, that will make things run a lot smoother as well. So I respect it from both ends. Pause. But let me share my screen and get on this DJ Unk situation. Apparently he dies at age 43. Now I remember listening to him as a kid when I was growing up. And he's one of those, I wouldn't call him necessarily a one-hit wonder, but he's had some bangers. But at the same time, it's kind of like he made those hits and then it kind of stuck there and left it there. But he's also living proof, and I want to say RIP and pay my respects. I don't want to disrespect his legacy or his family in any way, shape, or form, but he's living proof that, honestly, if you make the right hits, you don't have to make 10 albums. You don't have to make 8 albums. You don't got to make 6 albums. And I'm not sure how many he actually made, but I do have a list of a couple of hits that he did do. But he's living proof. If you do the right song, if you do it right the first time, then you don't have to worry about it. And that's just what I'm going to get at there. Like, you can think of like Sir Mix-a-Lot, where he made that song, I like big butts and I cannot lie. That's living proof. That's all he need. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, he's living proof. You do that right. If you make the right song and make the right hit, you Gucci. You ain't got to worry about, you know, going back in and completing this and the third. You got to do what you got to do. So I definitely want to give my condolences to him and his family. He died at age 43. Sometimes, man, we see these deaths coming out of nowhere, man. And as a person who's lost someone pretty close to them, I've lost a lot of family members over the years, dog. And just to keep it 100, I know this isn't easy. So that's why I said I don't really want to carry on too much about it. Because I know for a fact if somebody bring up some situations that some family members that I lost. If you don't know them, I don't want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Even at work, I had some people to try to hit me some condolences. I just looked at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know them. You know what I'm saying? I get they meant well, but it just wasn't, sometimes you're just not ready for it. And salute to Manny, because if I'm not mistaken, dog, you posted it in the Discord first, actually. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Like, I saw the joint, and right when I got ready to post it, I'm like, oh, snap, Manny already on it. So, salute to Manny. Really appreciate that, homie. I see we got Manny with the Kicks in the building. Says, what's Gucci sold our family. And Manny says, RIP to DJ Uncle. Most definitely, man. And let me just, you know what? He dies at age 43. But for the people who don't know, I'm going to share my screen first and just kind of go over some songs that you may or may not even realize that he made. So let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom, should be sharing my screen. Kind of switch things up slightly different because I kind of made it look like the sold out joint. But this is Music Monday, so I don't make sure, just building stuff behind the scenes. You never know how, this stuff comes about. But one of his major songs that I like, the two major songs I remember, right? And as you can see, I got a plethora of songs that he's did. So he's obviously made a lot more hits than what I realized. But in 2006, it's that song Walk It Out. And it had to dance. And to be honest, when I was in school, right, everybody was doing the joint. So this is how you know he did it. If I'm not mistaken, that song reached number 2 on the Billboard 100. And that's saying a lot, because you got to, and think about, this is my thing, right? That don't sound like a big deal, but reality is it's a big deal. Because you know how many people make songs and music each and every day and how many people are signed? So he's competing against thousands, if not millions. I'm going to just keep it real. We'll keep it realistic. We'll say thousands of artists. And he makes his song, makes it all the way to number 2. That's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give him credit where credit is due. Two Step, I remember that song as well. Another one of my classes that I actually, I'm not going to say I put it on, but when I used to step out in my younger days. The kid don't really step out as much anymore because, I'm a young buck. I'm not a young buck, but back then I was a young buck, so I was stepping out back then. And reality is, I may or may not have, this song come on, you may see the kid bust a little 2-step or walk it out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I had to. I'll put it this way. Everybody that ever saw me bust a move, they were like, yo, you got rhythm. It's funny, but you got rhythm. Because I be on beat. I ain't saying I look the best dancing, but you can tell, I still got, I got a little, I have been, I'll put it the best way I can describe it. I have been known to cut a little rug. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can describe it, man. But as you can see, he's got a lot of stuff like Hit the Dance Floor, Don't Make Us, Hold On Ho, Show Out, Flatline, Come Down the Street. That's All I Do. So, yeah, man. And what I don't like about the internet, looks like he even had NBA 2K9 songs on there. So, In Your Face. Like, this is my thing. Homie is one of those artists that probably was getting a lot of bread behind the scenes where he don't really got to do all the tour. Like, if he's getting stuff on NBA 2K9, I guarantee a check came behind that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to count nobody's paper, but obviously homie know what he was doing. And a lot of these people, and he's based out of Atlanta if I'm not mistaken, but a lot of these cats, they know how to get bread. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get, I'm going to put it this way. NBA 2K9 is not going to reach out to you to do a song if you ain't popping. Point blank, period. Long Beach Joe just says, Polo was walking it out. We we all were, bro. Okay, that's exactly, bro. I don't mean no harm. I'm not laughing at his situation because RIP, but I'm saying if me, right, anybody who knows me, right, and I'm going to speak for myself, anybody who knows me, I ain't going to say how should I word this? Because I know people watching like that. Anybody that probably see me step out and do, walk it out and 2-step, because 2-step was my joint, right? Because that was me, right? Because if you couldn't 2-step, I feel like you don't got no chance at all. But as a person like me, I'm not really like a people person, this, that, and the third. But if this song can make you move, you've done something successful. I feel like anybody probably have heard this song, you know what I'm saying? And we all go crazy when and the thing is, it's one of those his hits are songs where you didn't realize you were learning the lyrics because you've heard it so much and it was so much in rotation, you learned the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Without even looking them up. We know the bass and the gist of it. That's a hit. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to work in the music industry to know that. right? And you don't either. You know a hit when you hear one, you know what I'm saying? And everybody got their preference if we're gonna keep it 100. But yeah, I rock with it, you know what I'm saying? But let me just read through the article of DJ Unk, and I definitely want to just pay a little respect to him, and then we'll get the party moving on to Top 5 Arrested, which is like a Drake affiliate, and then we'll close out the live with APRocky, because we got a lot of information going on here for about APRocky, and then if you guys do want to join the stream, you know what I'm saying, I will open up the floor for you, because I feel like the Discord should be working the way that it should, right? Okay, and if I sound a little bit excited, it's because, you know, low-key, life has just been lifing, but you know what? The party got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, quit. You got to keep moving. So, says DJ Unk reportedly dies at 43, which in my opinion is still a young age. DJ Unk was a pioneer of Atlanta snap music. Because he says Anthony, DJ Unk, so his real name was Anthony Platt, was reportedly died. He was 42 years old. As according to multiple posts from family members, the Atlanta native died on Friday due to a circumstances of death have not been disclosed, which we do have an update on that, but I'm doing the original read real quick. Says Atlanta's native died Friday, but has not been disclosed. Corey Big Ump Robinson confirmed Unk's death in a statement to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Unk was signed to Robinson's Big Unk Records in 2009. So rest in peace to DJ Unk, 1982 to 2025, right? Okay. Sad to hear that, man. It says DJ Unk was not just a legendary rapper and a producer, but a true cornerstone of the label and is an imprint that he left globally with the cherished forever. Robinson wrote on a statement. His hit songs such as Walk It Out and Two Step have left an inedible mark on the industry, and his legacy will continue to inspire artists, DJs, fans, and alike years to come. His energy, creativity, and the commitment to the craft will never be forgotten. Robinson added, "We ask that we keep his family in thoughts and prayers during the difficult time. We also want to thank everyone who was supported DJ Unk and the Unk camp over the years." According to TMZ, Unk's wife, Shakira, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I'm going to say Shakita. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Again, forgive the kid. Also shared the news on her Facebook page with a post that read, "Please respect me and my family. I just lost my husband and my kids just lost their father. Our family will never be the same. I love you, Anthony, forever." So I don't know if you guys have been living on the rock, but rumors is there was stuff that kind of went behind the scenes of, I don't know what it is with the internet. And this is my thing why I don't do the social media shit. Like, all y'all see, when y'all see me, it's just YouTube only. And this is an example why I don't really do the social media joint. Because reality is, to me, in my opinion, right, social media is just a little bit too nosy for my liking. You know what I'm saying? Because also, rumor has it, everybody kept saying he passed away from this. Keep in mind, the family hadn't put nothing out. And they have now, but y'all forced the family to put something out because reality is y'all kept saying, yeah, it's because of this, because of that. When I'm like, were y'all there? You know what I'm saying? Don't speak on somebody. This is my thing. When somebody passed away, dog, you shouldn't be saying nothing less than RIP unless you've seen hard evidence of what they're going through. And to be honest, it's nobody's business but the family. You know what I'm saying? Let that family. I have people in my family trying to get, with my family situation, trying to get in there. But see, honestly, I'm a nobody, so I didn't really have on the level of how this is. But the few people that tried to get in our business, they got checked, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Whether, certain family members checked other family members and other people checked friends of the family, we had to check them. But it didn't take long because reality is they already know how our family get down. And I'm going to just leave it at that right there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was a couple. It's still somebody that's always going to ask one too many questions, in my opinion. It says Unk broke out in the scene in 2006 with the hit single Walk It Out, which cracked the Billboard Hot 100's top 10 and helped pioneer snap music while also creating a dance trend to become the cultural phenomenon. His second single, Two Step, peaked at number 24 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. He released two albums, Beating Down the Block in the second season in 2006 and 2008. In 2009, Unk suffered from a heart attack and was rushed to the hospital. After recovering, he continued to release music and was even featured in the NBA 2K9. So there you have it. So, you don't, like I said, you obviously, homie, can make a hit. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just want to give an update to what's going on real quick. So apparently he died, and this is according to his wife. DJ Unk died from a heart attack, his wife says. Again, this is something really nobody's business but the family. If we're going to keep it 100, and let me touch the chat real quick before I start on this one. Manny says, two-step and walk it out definitely had the crowd's hype when it came out back in the day. Facts. Facts, bro. Facts. But let me read through this article real quick, and then we'll transition on to top 5, and then we'll start the last part of the live, which I want to do is APRocky's. Says the late rapper's widow said he died in his sleep at the age of 43 after experiencing cardiac arrest. So pretty much, and I ain't gonna put too much business out there, but I know what it's like. And you know, to be honest, it's good he had his family there. You know what I mean? Because you have heard those situations where people die in their sleep and it take them like days or weeks for, you know, people to find them. So, but RIP, and I don't want to make this any negative, more negative than what it has to be. Says DJ Young's wife revealed his cause of death on Sunday. The rapper's widow, Shakita Long Platt, spoke to TMZ and explained that the Atlanta legend died in his sleep at the age of 43 after going through cardiac arrest. She also shot down the rumors that he died in result of taking drugs, which some people believe after news of was released. This is my thing. This is what the thing with the internet. All it takes is one person to post it and people to run with it. That's why I don't post on there, because reality is, this is my thing why I don't really rock with social media like that, right? And I don't want to use myself as an example, but I'm gonna just say this, right? And I'm not saying they was, because they kept a low profile. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they did as well, but this is why I don't rock with social media. I'm not saying they did, but what I'm saying is what makes me upset is a lot of people that you think and you cool with that's on social media, they not really your friend like that. You know what I'm saying? Your closest ones, your A1 day ones, you know what I'm saying? Your Ace Boone Coon. I'm talking a little bit of my country talk here. They got your information. They know how to hit you directly or get in contact with you directly. You know, they don't have to make a guess of what happened. They already know if they really, you know what I'm saying, if they really that like that. But it says TMZ confirmed at Candlelight Virgil will take place for Unk in Atlanta on Sunday. This isn't the first time Unk, born Anthony Leonard Platt, suffered at a heart attack. He was hospitalized for one in 2009, which we just read. So he suffered from this more than one time, which sucks to hear that. But this time he didn't, I guess it didn't go through, you know. It says the cause of the death news comes 2 days after Unk's wife announced it on Facebook that he died. Please respect me and my family. I just love my husband and my kids just lost their family. Our life will never be the same. I love you, Anthony, forever, she wrote. Says Corey Big Ump Robinson, who signed to Unk and his label, Unk Records, in 2000, also shared some kind words to honor the rapper, which I kind of just read that part already. Says Robinson also added, says we read that part, so I'm not going to read through that, so we kind of already covered that, and it's kind of repeat of what it is. But what I wanted to get at the main part is live. RIP to DJ Unk, gone but never forgotten. Your music will ever be like lived on in history. You made timeless hits. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, you know, respect it no matter how you slice it and dice it. He made timeless hits, which is easier said than done. How many people, and this is the thing, and he's living proof the difference between today's music versus back then music. Back then, it seems like everybody was trying to make a timeless hit, versus when we fast forward, now it seems like we're in the era of that fast food music. As a hit for the summer, but we don't want to listen to it next summer. Or if it's a hit for the next 2 summers, you know, each and every year it gets weaker and weaker. While this may have happened with his song, but it lasted a whole lot longer, and it still gets played into clubs this day. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody knows the song, almost no matter what generation. That's timeless. You know what I'm saying? Sorry I had to break that down. But anyway, man, RIP to DJ Unk, and gone but not forgotten, man. And I will always listen to that music from time to time. So let me transition to the next topic real quick, because we're going to make sure we get onto this APRocky joint, because I know it's going to take some time here. So if you guys haven't been living under a rock, Top 5 arrested in a gun investigation, facing 5 charges. Now, this is a Drake affiliated. This is the guy also I pulled up where he actually shot a music video behind bars, dog. You know, believe it or not. So this is a guy, we actually seen him recently with Drake. Now, I'm not going to say he doesn't make music because obviously he did a music video behind bars. So obviously he got some songs. Have I personally listened to him? Heck no. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, if I had to guess, right? And this doesn't mean I'm right. But you know how you can tell when you see certain people like Drake who have a lot of people like, who the hell is that? Or who is that? Who is this? Who is that? You're like, if it's a family member, if they're not a family member, but they're always next to him, you gotta assume they do, some type of work. And I'm saying it nicely for YouTube purposes here, right? But it says he was released from prison in September. It's crazy. You get released and then you go right back to jail. Now, for the people who don't know, prison and jail are two different things. I want to break that down, right? Because some people kind of think the two go hand in hand, which they slightly do. Jail is kind of a holding until you get sentenced, right? You could possibly get out. You could be found not guilty. You could be proven innocent in jail, right? Prison is whenever you're supposed to do your long term or whatever your final sentence is and then come home, So obviously it looks like he's done a little bit of both, which in theory, if you got in trouble and you've been to prison, you had to sit in jail for a little bit, and or if you got bail, because think about it, we can use Tory for, an example. He had did some time behind jail, and then now he went on to prison. But I think he had got bail. He didn't just sit there too long, right? He sat there long enough because I guarantee you, anybody who's ever went to jail or prison, you don't want, my thing is, I was going to say you don't think you want to go back, but some people, I don't know, man. The repeat offenders, I'm always curious of what makes them about it, but you never know what really caused them to be in that situation. I get challenged each and every day. You know what I'm saying? We got Nav in the building. She says, here in spirit. Appreciate that, Nav. Let's see. Mandarin Kick says, top five, top five, top five, top five, top five. I know what you're talking about off that Drake song. Top five, top five, top five. Yeah. But this is the guy he was apparently hinting at, allegedly. Says, Toronto rapper top five, which, to be honest, only song I think I've heard from the cat is the music video he did from Behind Bars, which I'm going to cover that a little bit, and then we're going to transition into the APRocky joint. It says, Toronto rapper Top 5 has been arrested following a gun investigation, according to the Toronto Star. The popular Canadian rapper born Hassan Ali was arrested after officers executed a search warrant in the Macomb, Toronto, which I believe that's a part in Canada. So I'm probably butchering it a little bit, but y'all work with the kid. He faces 5 charges, including a possession of a restricted weapon with an ammunition and careless storage of a weapon. In September, Top 5 was released from prison after the judge in his murder case dismissed social media evidence that prosecutors believe proved the rapper was behind the fatal shooting in 2021. An innocent man just came home, he told reporters outside the courthouse. At the time, Top 5 also described, so he apparently had a murder case, but I guess safe to say he beat it, if I'm reading that correctly. It says Top 5 also described himself as a businessman, and we put that in quotations, and denied that he was a member of alleged criminal group Got 'em Gang, Go Get 'em Gang. Ironic, and I don't want to make fun of any gangs because I don't want no problems, but I mean, some of these names, man, it gets very interesting. That's all I can say. His lawyer, Gary Grill, said Ali was prosecuted because he and the rappers portrayed themselves as the biggest, baddest gangsters on the planet. That's what sells. So apparently they're saying like, yo, that's all that stuff is fabricated, is what his attorney is saying, But at the same time, he's walking around with the burner on him, At the same time, though, I get it. Because I'm a firm believer, no disrespect, it's best to have one than not have one, if you ask me. Because you never know who's out or what's trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Says Top 5 was informed that his charges was being stayed in September 2023. He was arrested on first-degree murder charges in October 2021 in Los Angeles when he was accused of fatally shooting Hassim Hamar Hashi, which I'm not sure who that is, but it says unsealed court documents portrayed the motive as a case of potential mistaken identity. Prosecutors alleged that Hashi was believed to be the person responsible for killing Top 5's brother, said Ali in 2017. The rapper was one of the 3 people charged in the killing. So I'm assuming if he got out of it, all of them had to get out of it, if I had to guess. But I don't know if you guys, and I know this is probably gonna be the same kind of article, but I do want to show that he did low key did a music video from behind bars. Now I'm not gonna play the joint, and I'm not gonna look to find the joint. But if you can see this joint, like this is the video of like where he was shooting this stuff right here. My thing is this: how does they get cameras from in jail to actually shoot the music video? But pretty much you can see there was two other people that was nabbed in gun charges back in 2021. Says Toronto rapper made his headlines when he was acquitted of the murder last fall for deadly shooting 2021 shooting among two men busted on gun charges. I do want to see if I can find a music video. I think this is it right here. Toronto rapper and accused murderer to release new music video from jail. Got to be careful kind of open up some of these tabs though, because this is right here. And this was from June 2020, June 23, 2023. So again, I don't know if we actually have the music video or not, but if it is gonna play on silent, I'm willing to do that. But yeah, I don't want to play this joint right here. It says written top 5, and I want to see if I can at least just play the joint on mute. It says, I've written for 5 years antics of top 5. The Toronto rapper currently awaiting his murder trial. A new clip dropped on Reddit today of the new top 5 music video shot in a cell in pre-trial custody. Let me see if I can play this because it's on Twitter's. But I'm gonna see if I can catch it and mute it real quick. Hold up, I want to mute it real quick because some tells me this is gonna be copywriting. But this is the music video of him, right? Okay, keep in mind. Somebody else is shooting it, and I gotta be honest, I'm not mad at the latest that I see in the video. But as you can see, he's behind bars. Somehow they got clips of him doing his song, but everybody else is in there. Now, I kind of like what, if you think of the last person that did something from behind bars, kind of like Tory, and how, who is it? DDG did the music video, and they had Tory in it, but you could tell it was just clips. Now, that was just a sample of the video. But as you can see, they did what they had to do. I'm not saying I want to listen to the song or the beat or anything, but at the end of the day, I find that, I know this is kind of weird, but I find that kind of rather impressive that somebody's able to shoot a music video from behind bars, dog. Like, you know, and this is not the first time, you know. He's just the one that I can think of right off the top rip. So I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, that's the clip of the music video, and as you can see, he's obviously in his jail clothes from what it looks like. So it's not one of those where people do a setup of where it appears like they're in jail, which you can tell when it's a scene where they're in jail, it's more cinematic. This one you can tell they did it at limited time to get the best clips they get and incorporate it into the video. And at the end of the day, they did what they had to do. Now, what I'm not surprised, and maybe it's different over in Canada, I don't see how he didn't get in trouble for this, because this something seems like you're not technically supposed to do. However, it has been brought to my attention that people in jail have been doing TikToks. I know personally, right? Don't ask me how I know. I know for a fact personally, people in jail can text you. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. They got texting options. I know for a fact that they watch the games just like you and I. They even check this out. They even in prison they can watch the pay-per-views. Now I don't know who's paying for it, but yeah, they watch the pay-per-views. They tell me they watch it. I'm like, what the? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't question it, but then at one point I used to be like, they lying, but they would go into details and tell you everything, the stuff that I didn't even catch. And I'm like, yo, how the hell you know what I'm saying? I don't want to know personally, because I don't want to ever be in that situation. But just know that, no disrespect, I feel like they get, and I don't know this, but I feel like they get the same options that you and I get. You know what I'm saying? They just can't see their family members, you know? But that's just what I get from it. But anyway, man, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, and we're going to go ahead and transition to the APRocky for like the last 20 minutes, because I feel like I had a lot to get through on this one, and I make sure I want to hit it all because there's a lot of updates coming to that. So APRocky has started trial. I want to move some stuff around real quick. So pretty much, let me start here, and I think I'll work my way backwards. You guys sign off in the chat if y'all want me to do anything. And then, of course, y'all see I got the Discord up too right here. So I don't think there's anybody in here, but if you do want to listen in the Discord, it is here. And if you do want to talk in the Discord, like the last 5 or 10 minutes, I'll put it up on there. Everything should be sounding good. A1 steak sauce. But anyway, let's get on this APRocky joint, and then we'll wrap things up here for the last 20 minutes or so. Says APRocky shooting trial gets underway with no black jurors despite a Sharpton's plea. So Al Sharpton's plea, by the way, because he did speak out on it. So this is from January 24th, Los Angeles, California. APRocky knows the jury he will have to win over in the shooting, but will not feature any black people, according to TMZ. The 12-person jury is made up of 7 women and 5 men who are either white, Asian, or Latino. So there are also 4 alternative jurors, all of whom are white women, both that accuse the prosecutor Rocky and the alleged victim, former friend and APRocky member ASAP Relly, and are black. So pretty much, as you can see, this is gonna be a very, very interesting joint. Let's see real quick. It says neither APRocky team nor prosecutors have so far voiced any concerns regarding the jury selection process, but it has been a continuous point in the run up the trial, which begins on Friday, January 24th. Civil rights leader Al Sharpton recently spoke out against the lack of black representation in the jury pool, especially given Los Angeles diversity. Now, if you can see right here, and I may play a little bit of this, but you can watch on live. This is from that Megan Kniff person, because she also covered the Tory Lanez and Megan case as well. It says, good morning from Los Angeles, where APRocky just arrived about 10 minutes ago for opening statements in his gun assault trial. Court is scheduled to begin at 10:30. You can watch live here, which I'm not going to watch the whole joint, but I'm just seeing if we can get a little something playing. Hopefully cut the volume on this. But as you can see, this is him arriving right here, APRocky, with the mask on, with the braids fresh. Hey, he looking like he ready. You know what I'm saying? He looking like he ready about this joint. And I will say this, he's looking confident. He don't look defeated or anything like that. So therefore, I think he should be, I don't know where this is going to be, but it's going to be very interesting to see how this go and how long it's going to last. Now, I don't think this is going to be on the level of lasting on the level of Young Thug situation, but there is a shooting. There is some stuff. There's some evidence. I know that there has been a plea deal on the table and he's rejected it, but I got a part of the live. I'm going to cover that in just a second. It's absolutely ridiculous that the jury will be not fair and represented, so that deprives APRocky of a fair trial, wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, earlier this week. When we have 4 black people in the city of Los Angeles out of 106 and exactly 0 within the first 30 possible candidates for the jury, something appears to be very wrong with the system. I mean, no disrespect to Al Sharpton, you know what I'm saying? I'm personally not surprised. You know what I'm saying? What we says, he added, I am monitoring the trial and challenging Los Angeles District Attorney to ensure the fair and representative justice is afforded to APRocky as he is of a constitutional right. Sharpton has not yet commented on the final jury. It says APRocky stands accused of shooting ASAP Relly, real name Terrell Heffron, during a dispute in Hollywood in November 2021. He is pleaded not guilty to the 2 felony count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and faces up to 24 years in prison if convicted. Rocky recently turned down a plea deal, there you go right there, that would have sent him to be sentenced to 3 years probation, 7 years suspended prison sentence, and 180 days in the county in jail. So he had a deal where, but see, this is the thing, when you take these plea deals, you have something hanging over your head. I've taken plea deals or settled out of court, and I will tell you personally, it's something not fun having something hanging on your head. I had a 6-month suspended sentence right over my head before. And I'm not trying to go into details about it, but pretty much you got to walk it. And that wasn't bad. That's to be honest, that was a good deal. Even though it was still hard because you still got to go half the year without, you got to walk a tightrope. You know what I'm saying? You can't do the stuff you normally doing. So honestly, I just stay locked in, dog. And even still, even to this day, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that over my head anymore, but I know for a fact that, like, I've been doing my very best to just move militantly and just chill, but people still will challenge you. So, like, you be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna walk a tightrope, I ain't gotta do this. When it seems like when you got stuff or you got a lot to lose on the table, people will mess with you. But yeah, he turned it down. So, I mean, obviously he very believes that he's innocent. And hey, if you know you didn't do nothing, by all means, I respect it. Says the rapper's lawyer Joe Topacana previously indicated that they would reject any plea agreement, saying, from our side, we have no interest in settlement. My client has indicated he's not willing to take anything. Topacana also recently revealed some elements of his defense from the upcoming trial, which is expected to last 15 days. Opening statements are expected to begin Friday morning. He said that they have 2 witnesses who are ready to testify that gun seen on security footage was a prop gun that Rocky carried for security reasons. So they're saying that the gun that ASAP Rocky had, it was for security. It was for not only security purposes, but it was also not like quote unquote a real gun, so to speak. So this is their defense right off rip. So he's rejected a plea deal right here, as you can see. I sure hope he knows what he's doing, and it sounds like he does, right? Okay, now this one right here, I don't think I'm going to read over this one too far because I think that one kind of already covered that in the last article. So I'm going to go right here. I may go back and revisit that one, but it says, ASAP Rocky assault trial watch opening statements. Says Rocky's assault trial kicked off this week after he rejected a plea deal. So they're obviously making that the main thing. Like, a lot of people are surprised that he didn't take the plea deal, right? ASAP Rocky's assault trial in Los Angeles kicked off on Friday, January 24, with both prosecution and defense delivering their opening statements. Says Rocky is represented by attorney Joe Capitana, who has previously worked with President Donald Trump and Meek Mill. In opening statements delivered today, which can be seen above, the rapper's defense claimed that the firearm that Rocky was seen holding in the surveillance footage was a prop gun and that the alleged victim knew it wasn't real. The prosecution, meanwhile, argued that the separate surveillance footage captured the sound of the weapon being fired twice. So this is my thing, right? And I'm not saying this isn't true, but if it was a prop gun, didn't homie get shot though? I'm not saying Rocky did it because I don't know who did what. But didn't he show up with bullet casings? And I'm assuming if he got shot or grazed by a bullet, there's some form of hospital evidence. So how can you argue that's a prop gun? I don't know. I'm not an attorney, but that's just my question. ASAP Rocky has been accused by prosecutors of firing a gun at Terrell Efren, formerly known as ASAP Relly, in the alleged shooting in 2021. He is facing 2 counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. Rocky rejected a plea deal earlier this month that would have been seen him pleading guilty to 1 felony account. And see, that's the thing. If he would have pled guilty and took the deal, now you got a felony on your record. And I know what you're saying, well, it doesn't matter. His career, shouldn't affect him. But you just never know what time, never know what you're going to ever go through and how times are, dog. Like, one thing is, like, a lot of people got the misconception of, like, if you get a felony, you can't get a job. That's not true. You kind of just have to, whenever you're filling out the job application, you have to just let it be known that you have one, and then most likely they'll probably ask you questions about it, and you just keep it moving. Now, again, that's a touchy subject because what if you don't want to talk about it? Sometimes they don't ask you about it. Some people ask you, like I've talked to 2 different people. I know of some people directly that got one, and they're like, yeah, I've never had a problem getting a job. In fact, I know of some person who never had a problem getting a job. They just wouldn't stay there. And I'll just leave it at that. It says, let's see, Rocky rejected a plea deal earlier this month that would have seen him pled guilty to the felony charge, which would have sent him to jail for 180 days, which homie ain't trying to do no jail time, period. Get hit with a 7-year suspended sentence, 3 years of probation, and 500 hours of community service. See, and that's the BS. As I did over 100 hours of community service. It's no walk in the park. And I did it during the blazing hot summer too, dog. I'm telling you. When I got through with that joint, I was sunburned, a whole different other color, it is what it is. I did what I had to do, and I'm not complaining. It wasn't even that bad, but I think like the last day, dog, I was heated. Says according to the sources close to the rapper that the TMZ spoke, Rocky rejected the plea deal bargain because it would effectively end his career. See, and I think that's the lawyers talking, but I mean, to be honest, no disrespect to APRocky, but when's the last time homie dropped like like a major like hit? And let me clarify this. I don't want to sound like I'm hating because he's living proof, and a lot of people live proof. Like you really only need one hit as a music artist. You just got to make sure it's the right one. And no disrespect when I say this, but he got Rihanna, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's a win within itself. She's from the outside looking in. She appears to be the breadwinner, and that's the nicest way I can say it. So yeah, I'm not mad at him because who's not gonna talk to Rihanna? So I can't knock him for what and they got 2 kids together if I'm not mistaken. Says the jury selection process got a lot of coverage in the lead up to the trial, with Al Sharpton among those criticizing how only 4 of the 106 potential jurors were black. None of the 12 selected of the trial are black. The potential jurors were also asked questions about the mother of APRocky's 2 children, Rihanna, which is none of their business because they're not on trial. You can watch the trial up on top. Now, I haven't necessarily been watching the trial like I was a Young Thug's joint, but at the same time, I've been kind of keeping my eye on this one. But it's expected to last, total of like 2 weeks total. So we'll see how it goes. That's not bad compared to pretty much if you look at what Thug them were looking at years, and I'm talking trial, not even talking their time. But it says APRocky assault trial police officer testifies as first witness. Rocky pleaded not guilty to 2 felony counts of assault with the semi-automatic firearm. So this is actually from January 25th, which is 2 days ago. So today's the 27th. Says APRocky's gun trial underway. The first witness, Erica Jane's son, the LAPD officer Thomas Zero, has been called to the stand. On Friday, Zito, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, Zizzo, hopefully, took the stand for Rocky's trial and explained he was one of the police officers who responded to the alleged shooting in Los Angeles in 2021. TMZ reports that Zizzo described what he saw once arrived on scene, and footage from the body cam was shown in the courtroom. So, I mean, at the same time, did you see a gun? Zizzo also explained that he was in the parking lot near the scene to speak with the residents who reported the shooting. James added had Zizzo with his first husband, Thomas Zizzo, and she explained during the interview in 2020 that kept her son out of the public eye. Zizzo graduated from the LAPD Academy in 2016. Meanwhile, TMZ caught up with Rocky on Friday as he was leaving the courthouse and asked what he'd like to say to his supporters. He remained tight-lipped but managed to say quick, "I love you." That's pretty much, I mean, to be honest, when you're on trial, right? And I've learned this the hard way myself. Dog, don't say anything. Because whatever you say, they're going to use it against you. Even though all the evidence should be already there and they should be going to trial, battling each other, whatever you say can and will be used against you in a court of law no matter what. Right? Okay? So people be like, saying like, even my barber, or you can think of anybody that's kind of seen me recently after I've been through all the stuff I've been through, using myself for example. Case in point, I had somebody come to work, they asked me a whole bunch of questions or whatever. Honestly, like, I hate to say it, it's kind of traumatizing because reality is I can't really give a direct answer anymore because I don't know the person's intentions, just to keep it 100, and I probably shouldn't even say that, but all my answers, I immediately go into defense mode. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something simple, you know what I'm saying? And I've had multiple people tell me that, and they're like, yo, I get it, but I didn't do it. And I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, in my mind, half the time, 99% of the time, I'm like, what if? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to get caught lacking against telling somebody something that you thought was innocent and then they use it against you later? You know what I'm saying? A person can snitch on you sometimes without actually intentionally snitching on you. That's happened to me several times, bro. And that's why I don't really rock with nobody like that, for real. Because like, I've had several people snitch on me and they didn't realize they were snitching on me. So, I mean, that's the best way he could do it. His attorneys already told him, hey, you let me do all the talking. And that's probably the best advice a good attorney, and I put that in quotations, can tell you. But it says Rocky's trial had an unusual moment earlier this week when the Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Mark S. Annual called the 36-year-old rapper Mother beautiful. Judge Arnold appeared startled to see how young Rocky's mother is when she came to court in his trial. Which, I mean, that ain't really none of, whatever. It ain't got nothing to do with it. But APRocky's trial, as you can see, that's him right there. And that looks like a little bit of surveillance footage. But at the same time, it's blurry. So they're going to need a lot more than that to prove that that was him. I mean, yeah, that's him. But I mean, as far as like the gun, is it a real gun? Do they have the gun? This and the third. Do they have proof to prove that it's a prop gun? A lot of things they got to go to court about, if you ask me. Prosecutors are accusing Rocky of firing multiple shots at his former friend APRocky in the Hollywood during an argument over an alleged unpaid funeral expense. Okay, now we get a little bit further. Rocky pled not guilty to the 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and convinced the rapper faces up to in prison. So convinced the rapper faces up to 24 years in prison. So if he's convicted, is what it's saying, he will face up to 24 years in prison. Now that's the max. That doesn't mean the judge, let's say he loses the case, which not saying that's going to happen, but worst case scenario, the judge will give you the maximum. But most likely, they usually don't give you the maximum. But I'll say this, if he loses, that plea deal, it's off the table because you decided to not take it. So the 180 days with the community service and suspended 7-year sentence, this and the third, that you had on the table, now you're probably gonna be I was about to say, like, if he loses, they'll probably give him half of the sentence, So if he's facing 24, they'll probably give him 12. Good behavior, he gets out in 6. Something you don't want that, But if you didn't do anything, then yeah, I wouldn't plead guilty either. It says on the first day of the trial, Rocky rejected a plea deal that would have had him plead guilty to 1 assault charge and serve 180 days in county jail with 3 years probation and 7 years suspended prison sentence. So this is my thing. Only time I would say, like, you might as well take the deal. Say they would have had him locked up with no bail and he's already done 180 days. That means he would have came home if he would have pled guilty. That's why you see some of these cats who've already been locked up, they usually tend to plead guilty. But not all of them do, though. If you look at a lot of people in the YSL trial, Young Thug pled guilty, but now since the other homies have gotten off, I'm pretty sure his attorney's working behind the scenes to get his stuff cleaned up, to get it reduced as much as possible. Because he took one hell of a crazy plea deal. But I have a feeling this time next year, Thug's plea deal is going to be shortened and stuff. It's going to be cleaned up. He's got one of the best attorneys in the business, and so does APRocky here. I want to make sure I maintain on topic. APRocky's assault trial, which kicked off on Friday, January 24th in Los Angeles, saw both the prosecution and the defense delivering their open statements. You can watch the footage taken during the trial below. So pretty much, yeah, man, we're about to see what it is as we get more and more information about APRocky here. And I just see if we got anybody in the live in the Discord, but we really don't. So pretty much everything should be looking good. Audio still should be coming in good on both ends, but this is my shared screen right here for this. Yeah, man, we're coming right up on that hour mark, 2 minutes left. This was a good one, man. Definitely more to come for sure for this APRocky case. Also, top 5, I don't know. I'm not saying we're not going to hear more from him, but, let's just keep it 100. He's known as a Drake affiliate. I'm sure we'll get some form of update, but we'll probably, Drake them is probably well more known than that if we're going to keep it 100. I don't want to sound like hating or disrespectful or anything in that nature, but we'll see how that goes as well. And of course, as we topped off, DJ Unk, I want to say RIP for sure, man. Gone but never forgotten. He's made some timeless classic hits, and I respect it all the way across the board. But I'm coming right up on that hour mark here, man. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap things up here. Nobody hopped in the actual chat on the Discord and or just in there. But, hey, either way, we got both options. Y'all let me know how it goes. But anyway, I'll be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put myself on the main screen here and wrap things up here for the night because we're right at that hour mark. Give me like 2 seconds, real quick. When I tell you I have so much stuff going on, you wouldn't even be surprised, dog. But boom, should be back on the main screen. Appreciate that. Hopefully, audio and visual is okay on both ends. Again, I'll continue to test it here and there because that's the only way I'm gonna just make it improve for the better. But yeah, man, pretty much coming at right at the hour mark. So pretty much, I will see you guys again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. But this is Music Monday, where we talk nothing but music, through the week. But other than that, man, y'all smash that like button, sub it to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional town halls, and y'all know this is Music Monday. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. Where, of course, we continue the sneaker talk, the music talk. We got a sports section, a food section, you name it. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And yeah, man, I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December.